team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Trojans offense will get first crack at it here. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Quick release on the RPO. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Shows him the stiff arm, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Trojans will line it up on first and 10. Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle.
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll keep it himself, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop. We've got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. It's Connor. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Grabbed over the middle, it's Connor. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Back to the ground game on the left. That's a 20. He's got space. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep in the pass, but now come up and just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get them back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to try to get it himself. First down and more. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this.
Touchdown, USC! Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time to get that stop, to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To the air, it's Baker. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Baker. Fires to the end zone, and he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
To the air, it's Baker. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Hansen. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Connor. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Wolverines! And here they come, almost all the way back. The AT unit on the field.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Caught over the middle, it's Fowler.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Amatova. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Power football with the run. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Swings it out to the flat. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Baker. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Motion from the back. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They want that clock to run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA